All right. So, what else should we talk about besides like the most popular company in the world? And that is,
Where-
well, not in the world, but in the marijuana sector, and that is Aurora.
Other than the fact that it's going back up to $100 a share,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
What's going on, guys? It's Investing Hustler here, and today I have Aaron from Departures Capital with me. How's it going, Aaron?
It's going great and it's green.
It's green. Can't complain on a green day. There you
Of
go.
course not.
Well, before we get started, I would like to ask you guys to please give me a like. It really helps my channel and it will push me to make more videos. So let's try to get this video to 100 likes.
So as you guys know, you probably checked the stock market 15 times already, and we're in the green today. So we're bringing you guys some green. We're bringing you guys some positivity, and we're going to be talking about a couple different things. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up for us, and we can start to take a look at what's going on in the cannabis market.
Nice. So Aaron, I
So
have a question for you though. Since
what's up?
Green Day, does that mean we don't get the naughty button today?
Yeah, I don't know. I lost it.
He lost
Just
it. He loses the naughty
No,
button on a
I
Green
got it right
Day.
here
There
because
you
we
go.
still got
Just
two
in
hours.
case.
We still got 2 hours and 23 minutes left, and we could go into the red. But I mean, I hope I don't have to bust this out.
Hopefully.
I'm just gonna take the batteries out of it, and hopefully I don't gotta use it again.
Yeah, save those batteries for a red day.
For sure. Hopefully not anytime soon. So, I mean, which stock's catching your eye here? We got so much green. Like, it's great.
Well, I'm holding on to Apria, so I'm really happy that it went up 14% today, which is
Hmm.
amazing because I've been holding on to Apria for quite some time.
Yep.
Um,
Same here.
yeah, I think I own Apria at around $11. You told me that you own it at I forget what price.
Between 8 and 9, I need to check the price, but
That's a good price to have Apria. I
yeah,
haven't seen Apria go red, and I was kind of hoping Apria would go below $11 so I could buy back all the shares that I
yeah.
hold. But I'm not gonna complain that it's up 14%.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just doing some thinking. I was thinking, like everyone's talking. Obviously, Aurora Cannabis just gets the spotlight so much. It's up 8.4%, which is pretty good. It's outperforming Canopy. But I was thinking about the whole NYSE listing, and it's just like it's almost like they got screwed so hard because of the timing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I don't even think that the listing was bad or it was a negative news on the stock. I just think the entire market, along with the stock market, just corrected right in the middle of ACB's listing, and it sucks.
yeah. Like if they listed it 1 week before legalization, or even
Yep.
a couple days before legalization, it probably would have been a different story. But
Yep.
I feel like since it got listed in the New York Stock Exchange, I feel like the American people, they just shorted Aurora instantly.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
what really brought the price down, because the moment it got listed, people must have just shorted the crap out of it because they noticed a downtrend in the marijuana sector. That's the only reason why I would think that it went down as soon as it got listed in the New York Stock Exchange. But the whole sector was down, so you couldn't expect one company to be flying up because of a listing and then the rest of
No,
the sector to be going down.
exactly. I think it was just bad timing. It was like, oh, weed stocks are selling. Oh, how do we short? Oh, this new one. Let's short the crap out of it. Like, yeah. And I mean, ACB at 16 was trading, I believe it was over 2 times earnings. So,
Oh, at $16?
yeah.
Yeah, no, that was way overvalued at $16.
Be interesting to see next quarter. I would like to see ACB back up into the double digits, though, because I know a lot of my community, they bought in the double digits. And yeah, I mean, everybody kind of wants to see ACB do good. So, of course, I want.
That me. I'm joking.
Yeah. Do you want to share that, or do you want to not share that?
Yeah, I could share that. So I made
Okay.
a mistake. Oh man, did I ever make a mistake. So last night I made 3 buy orders. Well, supposedly I thought I made 3 buy orders. And that was just in case ACB took a dip today. I made
Yeah.
3 buy orders for I forget the exact prices, but I guess one of my buy orders I accidentally placed it as a sell order. So this morning I sold 500 ACB shares by accident, and I was really pissed. I woke up and I saw 500 less shares, and I'm like, what the hell happened? And I checked my orders, and
Yeah.
one of them was a sell. So I was pretty pissed. So I'm actually hoping Aurora goes back down so I can buy back those shares. But whatever, at least I sold I sold in the green. It's not like I sold it for a
Yeah,
loss, but
for
it
sure.
just sucks getting rid of shares when it wasn't what you intended, and there's like no way of getting those shares back because once they're out in the market, they're gone.
It'd be worse if it was a red day, a heavy
Oh,
red
that would
day,
be bad.
and
Yeah.
you're buying and you put a sell order in to buy them. That would just
Like
be,
the thing is, it's not the first time I've done that. Like I have some, because I did it at like 2 a.m. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna place buy orders. I was kind
yeah,
of tired, so I must have just rushed 3 buy orders. One of them was at like 7.50, one was at 7.20, one was at $7,
yeah,
and they were each for 500 shares. And
for sure.
none of my buy orders went through. But the thing is, my sell order went through, but it kind of just sold for the market price that it opened at, which was like around $8.30. So I was kind of pissed when I saw that this morning. I did make some money, but whatever, man. It happens. It's not the first time it happened, and I
Yeah,
really learned from this mistake. And hopefully, no one does this. Like always, before you make a buy or sell, always double check whether you're selling or you're buying, because you're gonna
100%.
hurt yourself for this.
My Get this. So that's a bad story, but another like funny-ish bad story my friend has. When we went through a small correction in a free, actually, let me pull up the chart.
Yeah.
I'll show you exactly when this happened. So a free is at 15.20 now. We're just gonna pull up the full screener. Here we'll do candles. So if you see like a free ran, I think a free ran to, I can't really see there we go. A free ran to like 22-ish, and then it dropped here. So when it was hitting 22, 21, 22, I was like to my one friend, I was like, because he had a huge position in a free, like like 100 or 200 G's. I was like, you should consider to take profit. I was starting to dip, right? He's
Yeah.
like, all right, cool. I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna sell or whatever. And I was like, did you sell? Yeah, I sold. And then he messages me at the end of the trading day. He was like, I sold Aurora, not a free.
But in the end, I think he benefited from that because look at Aurora now.
Yeah, I think I think so. And then he's like, yeah, and then it dropped, and then I didn't know what to do, and I like he just like he's like that, yeah, that mess up cost me like 50 grand. I was like, you gotta
It happens.
I know. But
I had 1,000 shares of Afria, and I ended up selling around 700 over that run. So I'm holding on to 300 Afria shares. I was hoping for it to go in the red for me, but
yeah.
it didn't go below $11. So I'm just gonna hold on to my 300 shares, and I'll just hold on for a long time until it goes
Check
red.
this out. So we can compare two stocks. This is comparing Afria to Aurora. So Aurora's in the purple. So Afria has vastly outperformed Aurora in pretty
Oh,
much.
share price, yeah. Oh, okay, so yeah, in a way, when he sold Aurora, I guess he sold it in the worst time, because
Yeah.
during that time,
See, this dip right here. He literally he sold Aurora when it was here.
yeah, that's bad.
It's about to run, and he should have sold
So
Afria.
what price is that at? That's probably like what, $13, $12? That doesn't show the
Um,
price.
it's like let's see here, nine or 10.
Yeah.
That was right before it started to run to like what is this? Like to 14 or 15. So yeah, anyways, that's just a funny story. Everyone's got a funny trading story. I know that I have a funny trading story about how I overbought a stock and then they ended up selling a random holding in my portfolio a week later because I didn't even check it.
Oh, because you owed money to your bank or your broker?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and then I was looking at my positions and I'm like, that position does not look right. What the hell happened?
surprised he didn't warn you, because I've done that before too. But the thing is, it's like I did it not knowing. Like this was when I first started
Yeah.
investing.
Yeah.
I ended up purchasing over like $300,000 worth of shares, and I don't know why my bank allowed me to do that.
That is insane. They should
Yeah,
never allow you to do that. What the hell?
yeah, and then they're like, you're gonna have to like either pay that money up, or we're gonna start like selling your shares and then charge you a fee on top of that. So luckily for me, a lot of those shares were in the green, so I just sold off all the green shares. I made a lot of money.
Oh
And
my
then I
God.
pretty much made it so, and then I think my bank completely cut me off from that. So now I cannot purchase a penny over what I own, what I have in cash. So
It's
yeah,
funny, like I'll just test my trading account to see the limits. So
yeah,
sometimes sometimes I'll just throw in a trade for an extra like whatever. Uh, I don't know. They'll let me trade maybe 5 or 10 G's over, so I'll just like throw in an extra trade, and you don't have to have the money in there for. I think you get 2 days interest free, or at least I get 2 days interest free.
yeah.
So some days I'll like overbuy a little bit just to if I'm trading. I don't trade as much anymore, but yeah, it's just funny how it works. You and your water, man. I saw you
Fuck,
choke.
man. I tried to turn my mic off and didn't, because last time with Rich, I choked so hard.
I saw the. I saw that.
I
That's so
choked
funny.
so hard. It was bad,
All right,
man.
I'm gonna let you take over. I just want to spend one quick minute and talk about a new development with my channel. So
Yeah,
basically, I finally have a website now, and yeah, so it's pretty simple. It's just got my YouTube merchandise, and I'm launching a membership program. We got some emails. So the membership program, it's just departurescapital.com, and then you can read about it. So there's just going to be valuable information about the stock market, trade ideas, weekly ideas. It's $9.95 a month or $9.99 a month. It's coming.
that's pretty cheap.
Um, yeah, I don't want to overcharge, and I just add lots of value to my peoples. And then we're launching merchandise,
Got some merch.
so
I'm
it's
gonna
all up there. Gotta make a couple quick tweaks, but but this will be good to go today. You can buy it now, but I want to make a couple quick tweaks, and we got 13 days left at 15% off. So we got hoodies, we got tees, we got hats, bags, and
I
we'll
like that
be.
black hoodie.
Yeah, me too. I actually think I'm gonna order one for myself.
All right. So what else should we talk about besides like the most popular company in the world? And that is, well, not in the world, but in the marijuana sector, and that is Aurora.
Other than the fact that it's going back up to $100 a share,
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
it might. No, I'm joking. Definitely won't be doing that. Not anytime soon. So we've seen a couple green days for Aurora right here, as
Yeah.
you can see. So these are the past 2 days have been green days for Aurora. What do you think? Do you think this is something that's going to stay persistent, that Aurora is going to continue climbing, or what do you think is going to happen with Aurora?
All
So
right.
this is the Aurora like 6 month chart. So this is back in January. I guess it's more than 6 months. This is back in January when they
Yeah.
had that massive run and then they tanked.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna see some resistance at 9.
Yeah.
We're gonna see some some heavy resistance at 9. And I was watching your other video about how 9 could become the resistance,
Yeah.
and I do believe that that could happen. Now, what I would like to see is, I mean, I don't want to see another drop. I mean, it could happen. It definitely could happen. But
Mhm.
if Aurora can bounce around $9 and try and break through that, that's what I really want to happen. But I mean, we'll see. I'm just looking at the sharpness of the last sell-off. It
Yeah.
probably was like the most intense selling.
Well, here in January, it kind of had a similar pattern. It dropped pretty much in like a week. It
If you look at the
went from fifteen
if you look
dollars
at the amount of red
to
candles,
seven
oh,
fourteen. Oh yeah, on this one, there's like it's pretty much all red, 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 red.
it's
But
a
the same
bloodbath.
thing is here. This is from January. This is almost the same thing. It went red, 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 and then you kind of seen it recover here, but it went all the way to $10, and then it dropped again, and then
Yeah,
so so the thing is, this is like very common. The volatility is to be
yeah,
expected,
yeah,
and
yeah,
as you can see now, we're seeing this kind of the same thing. It dropped. It went all the way down from $16.20 to all the way down to $7.25. So I did say the support line was going to be
yeah,
$7, but it looks like it just stopped at 7.28, and now it's starting to climb back up.
yeah,
Um, so we might see a resistance line at $9, or if history repeats itself like it did here, it might go all the way up to 10. Who
yeah,
knows? Or this could be another one of these right here, where it went from 14 all the way down to 9, and then it went back all the way up to 15. So we might see Aurora climb once again to its record numbers, which I doubt will happen because
Yeah.
there's no more hype. There's no more legalization. The hype is done. Now we're in the real world where numbers count, where you need to have good earnings. So this might just be a little false alarm where it hits the resistance, and then it bounces back down to its support. So it's
If we make it to 12, I'm putting a stop loss order in for a position at least.
yeah. If it goes, oh man, if it goes to 12, I'll be kicking my ass because I made that mistake this last night of accidentally selling instead of buying shares.
Yeah, you got to buy in the green, sell in the red.
Well, well, no, I sold in the green. Like I sold it when I was up, but
Yeah.
it does suck. It does suck.
No, for sure, for sure. But I mean, if everyone was perfect, we'd probably be doing this video from like the south of France or something on our yacht, right? So I mean,
Yeah, yeah. So that's just something to look out for. It's gonna be interesting how Aurora plays out for the rest of the week.
totally.
It could hit its resistance here, or it could, if it breaks that resistance, then that'll be amazing that for Aurora shareholders. But we'll see. This could be a little false alarm. It could be a bull trap. Who knows? We're gonna have to see how it plays out within the next week.
And you can see in such a short time frame, like if you go into the almost the July sell-off when it went down to $5. If you're looking at the July sell-off when it went down to $5,
Yeah.
It felt like forever because it wasn't just 2 weeks. I'm actually happy that we had a 2 week long sell-off and
Yeah.
not like a 3 or 4. Not to say that the sell-off's over. It could still be going.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that we dropped fast because I don't know. It's just like the faster we drop, the faster eventually the stock's going to change directions.
It could, yeah. That is a possibility. The faster it drops, the faster it recovers.
Hopefully.
That
So
just
I don't know.
shows how volatile this company is. Well, the market is, and it seems to be like they're all following the same pattern. Because if you go to another company, let's see, I don't know if Apria would be good. Let's see Kron. So Kron, it's almost like the same thing. It downtrended for like the past 2 weeks or past week, and then it had a little run up in the past 2 days. So they're all following a similar pattern.
Yeah, wow. Kron has declined so much.
Yeah,
Like,
Kron went from almost 20, or did it go to $20? Yeah, almost $20 to less than 9, or
I
maybe
only traded Kron once. I
more
bought it
than
on the
9.
basis of the fact that it was potentially an acquisition target, and I just bought it at I think I bought it at 8 and I sold it at like I'm out. No emotions attached.
I've sold some Kron, but I could have made a lot more money if I sold it when it was up. I
Yeah.
had that position up almost like 50-60% at one point, and I'm the type of investor that just slowly collects profit as it climbs up. And then we had that sharp decline pretty much on legalization day, or
Yeah.
was it the day before. So, and then at that point I was like, damn, I should have just sold. So
If we knew exactly what to do, I mean,
yeah.
everyone would be rolling in money. So
Yeah, but on the bright side, we have a green day today, so let's enjoy it. Let's be positive. We might have a green week. The rest of the week might continue to be green. We had a green day yesterday. Today we had a green day and it got better. And let's just see how tomorrow gets. What do you think for tomorrow? Another green day or what?
If it's a strong green day, then that's a good sign. I do think like it might kind of subside and we trade sideways.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I'm surprised with the momentum today even, but if we see a strong close, then I'll be confident. I don't want to really see it dipping in the last 2 hours of trade. You know, what time is it now? It's like 2 o'clock. So we got literally 2 hours left of trade. I think if we buy heavy into the close, then that could indicate that we got some momentum going. But if we start to sell off into the close, I'd be a little bit concerned about tomorrow. One thing I found is like, I feel like this is also market driven. Like it's momentum in the markets. Like
What do you
It's
mean?
money moving around. I mean, if you can check the stock indexes right now
Oh
real
yeah.
quick. Hey guys, buy my merchandise. No, I'm just kidding. Um, let's see. So
Turning into Jake Paul, man.
what's that? Yeah, I know, right? Buy my merchandise. Yeah, this guy goes crazy for merchandise. So we're seeing a heavy bounce. Like the Nasdaq's up 2.5%, S&P's up 1.75%. So we're seeing a big bounce in the markets. That's something else that we wanted to talk about today to you guys. I know we're talking about a Santa Claus rally.
Yeah.
So how nice would it be if this was the start of a Santa Claus rally? That would be, I mean, I would not be complaining.
Yeah.
So
I could see it happening. We have a nice rally, and then not the day before Christmas, maybe a month before Christmas, it has a massive sell-off. Because I don't know if you heard about the January effect. You could Google it. Go on Google and type the January effect.
all right.
So
Seasonal increase in stock prices.
during the month of January. So analysts generally attribute this rally to an increase in buying, which follows the drop in price that typically happens in December when investors engaging in the tax losses harvesting to offset realized capital gains prompt a
Yeah.
sell-off. So pretty much December there's going to be a huge sell-off, and then January you see the markets boom.
Because
So
they rebalance portfolios and all that kind of stuff.
exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. So we'll
So
see what happens, man. We'll see what
we
happens.
might have a rally up until like maybe November, maybe the first week of December, and then a massive sell-off, and then just to see it bounce back on January, which is what you call the January effect. So we'll see if that plays out. But yeah, sorry, what
Like,
were you saying?
no, it's fine. What I was gonna say was I'll get worried when the S&P is in the 2500s. Like right here,
Yeah,
that's when I would be revisiting like the lows of the year. That's when I would be like concerned, because then we could drop to the 2400, or it's just like it's such a massive run. 2016 to 2017 was just like a cake show.
yeah.
It was like bam, all we do is go up for 2 years, and then now we're like doot, 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 doot. We'll see what happens.
But I feel like we needed this volatility because
Yeah, totally.
it
I
can
to-
only run up for so long before it has like a huge crash. So imagine it kept running up this whole time. It would have crashed even harder.
oh yeah, if
But
we ran like
at least like these crashes right here, they were a little bit of like a dose of reality. Like it's
yeah,
kind of just hinted that it was overvalued, and then it climbed back up again, crashed, climbed back up, crashed. So I feel like we need that volatility, because
yeah.
then companies, and it just becomes way too overvalued at that point.
Yeah, look at 2015. I mean, 2015 was not a stellar year. Up, down, up, down, up. And then we broke out again. Now we're trading sideways. Do you think we could see another uptick, like another breakout?
Well, if history repeats itself, we're gonna go hit new all-time highs again,
Yeah.
and it's gonna crash again. And then we're gonna hit new all-time highs, and then it's gonna crash. That's the pattern we've seen, and it's been going on for the last 5 years. Like even back then in
Yeah.
2015, those were all-time highs, and then they crashed. And then 2016, we see no new all-time highs, and then somewhat crashed, and then almost for all of 2017, it never crashed. And then we had a hard crash on 2018, which is
That's the Trump rally. 2017 was the Trump rally for sure.
and I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, we didn't have a crash. It's not called a crash." Well, technically, we're not calling it like a market crash. When I say crash, I just mean like it declined a lot. It declined by over how much? How many
10%.
points did it
I
decline?
think 10%, like a correction or a crash, or a correction is considered 10%, I think.
Yeah.
I think. So yeah, man, but I think that's pretty good. Like we recapped the indexes, we recapped the cannabis stocks were in the green. Let's just wrap this up. And yeah, I hope we see a green close, guys. I really hope we see a green close. We got 2 hours left.
It does look like we're going to see a green close.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, leave us a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, hit that notification bell and smash that subscribe
Yeah.
button.
Touch it.
guys. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.